And now let's move into our from our ranking perspective, the next part of the direct, which was Super Mario 3D World. So the ports keep coming, and I've been really looking forward to this game coming out on the Switch. And kind of, I was a bit perplexed why it didn't come out earlier. Just thinking about big Mario titles, you've obviously had Odyssey in 2017. Sort of felt like it would have made a lot of sense if it was a year or 2 years ago that this game came out, but maybe they always intended for this to come out as part of the 35th anniversary collection. So yeah, no, it's a really exciting upgrade to Super Mario 3D World, and it includes Bowser's Fury, which they really didn't go much into, but it looks very different because I've played a bit of 3D World. It looks like a more open sort of area, and you can pick whatever sort of worlds you want to, or like levels you want to actually go play. And it looks like they might be even harder just from the tone of it. But I don't know if you've played much 3D World. That game's not easy near the end of it. And it's very difficult actually to 100% that game. It's not like Dark Souls obviously, but as Mario games go, it's probably one of the harder Mario games to 100%. So, yeah, it'd be really interesting if they actually make a harder sort of, DLC. It's not really DLC, but like an extra part of the game.
Yeah, I own this game, but I just have never got around to playing it. So I'll have to kind of make a decision whether or not I want to repurchase or actually just go and play it on the Wii U. But I'm, we knew this was coming
Mm.
at some point. It's great that it is. I think you've got a note here that potentially might have been sped up. Do
It
we know if
definitely
that's
is.
the case,
It's definitely,
or do we think
definitely.
it's just the trailer?
No. So when I watched the trailer, I was like, this is crazy because I played a bit of the game. I really like it. 3D World's a weird game. If someone says it's my favorite Mario game, I kind of get that, but it's also a very odd one because 3D Land, which is kind of like the precursor to this game that came on the 3DS, that's just such a good game. It's like such a great handheld game. It really fits the 3DS. And then this game, obviously is the console version of it. And it's sort of, I don't know, for me, it's sort of a weird Mario game. It's not quite a 2D game. It's not even for me really quite a 3D game. Um, but yeah, just watching the trailer, I was like, wow, okay, they've sped this
Okay.
game up because it really did feel slow when I played it. And yeah, there's been a bunch of people doing comparisons and things like that, and they've actually sped the game
Yeah,
up.
I'm
So
looking
I
that
was
up
like, oh,
now.
that's
Yeah.
actually really cool because that's one thing I didn't like about the game, that it did feel slow. And it looks like they've given Mario one or two extra moves. So no, it looks like really cool. I'll definitely get this because I'm keen to see what the whole Bowser's Fury thing is. And we should also point out that there's online co-op because this is a very co-op game. So there's local co-op and online co-op to this game. So I guess that's one thing. Maybe if you do get it and I get it, we could actually play it in co-op mode. Given how great Nintendo's online co-op is,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's probably not
I
as bad
can't.
as Square
It's,
Enix, which is just a call out to another segment that will come up.
yeah, I can't even make a joke about that. That alone is the punchline.
So this
Nintendo's
is coming
online.
out on the 12th of Feb next year. And this is not going to sell out. They've not said that this is limited. I think this is just going to be one of those evergreen titles for Nintendo. And I don't know, maybe kind of carry them through. Like maybe they're not looking to push out, Odyssey 2 or whatever they're doing next from a Mario perspective.
Yeah, I think if this was announced as its own separate thing outside of this, all these announcements, I think it would have got a lot more buzz. So it'd be interesting to see whether or not it does sell a lot, or if it kind of gets a little overshadowed by All Stars and things like that.
Yeah, I mean, All Stars is going to be pretty limited, but I mean, Nintendo, like Mario sells. There's like a base amount that Mario just sells, and even new Super Mario, what is it called? New Super Mario Wii U Deluxe, I think it's called on the Switch. That
Yeah,
that sold very well for the fact that to me is not a very good game. Like that's one of the most average Mario games I've played. Along with what is it? New Super Mario Brothers 2, I think it's called on the 3DS. Like,
Some people love those games, though. They people that well, I say people have no taste. I actually haven't played them, so I can't say that. I was just trying to just be an asshole with that. But
antagonistic. Look,
I
just to be
I
clear,
had always looked at sorry, I'd always looked at the Wii U one, and it looks way more appealing to me than any of the previous New Super Mario Brothers, just because the other ones looked like just almost like someone's fake, knockoff of Mario.
so I'm the opposite. Like, I've played all of those new Super Mario Brothers games, and I think the original ones, like the ones on the Wii and DS and things like that, it was kind of like, there's some new ideas, some stuff that's still stuck around in the series, but the sequels, to me, they just added almost nothing to the games, and they just weren't that inventive. So not a big fan, but obviously it's not a review of those games. But given how well that those sold, I think that, yeah, Super Mario 3D World hopefully will find its audience. It is a really good game. And it would be a shame if it does get buried. But they have spaced out a lot of the releases. So, yeah, it'd be interesting to see how it goes.